Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of Chat with the Sheriff. I'm your Sheriff, Troy Dunn, and joining me this month is DNR Conservation Officer Tyler Rusignan. Thanks for joining us today, Tyler.
Hello.
So, Tyler, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk about the things that we see in the world of the DNR.
All right, I've been in law enforcement for 4 years and currently been the CO for this area, Rice County, for coming up on a year in December.
All right. So, Tyler, a lot of people don't realize, some people don't even realize the DNR is out there, which is probably a good thing sometimes because we tend to run into more people when they're maybe having either a fishing violation or a hunting violation, something out in the field where, whether you got a call on it or you found it yourself. So we're coming up on deer hunting season with the slugs and rifles coming up this weekend. It's slugs down here, rifles up north. But why don't you tell the audience, what your days probably look like?
Yeah, so our job primarily is basically keeping people accountable, making sure they're buying their licenses, and also when they're out, in the outdoors and recreating, make sure they're doing it safely. You've got to make sure that you buy your hunting licenses, your safety certificates for the kids riding their four-wheelers and stuff like that. We want to make sure everyone's doing everything safely. So, like the sheriff just said, hunting season is right around the corner here this weekend. So we'll be out and about checking hunters, making sure they're wearing their orange, making sure they're hunting safe, and they have their acquired licenses.
Okay. So people that are out slug hunting, they have to have some orange on them, correct? Is it just 50% or what's the rule on that?
Yeah, they got to make sure they got a nice, at least a good solid coat, at least 50%, as well as got to make sure they have an orange hand on. So,
and can you refresh the audience, if they shoot a deer and it runs onto a neighboring property, what do they have to do for that?
Yeah, so let's say you're hunting your personal property and, deer tend to run after they get shot and they don't really lay down right away. And it runs and falls over onto your neighboring property. What we like you to do is to contact the neighbor and get permission to go over there and retrieve the animal, because the landowner where that deer is at has the right to take that deer if they need to, because now it's their property.
Okay. So if there's not somebody home, can they call a conservation officer and be escorted onto the property to get the deer, or how does that work?
Well, we definitely would like to try to get a hold of that landowner. Okay. Then again, we're not the ones to give permission, but it's definitely the right step to make sure we can safely retrieve that animal.
Okay, great. So hunting deer, obviously that's coming up, but we also have people that hunt coyotes, people that hunt pheasants and waterfowl. So you're out there in duck boats and different things trying to monitor people and hunting that, making sure they're within their limits. Is that correct?
So yeah, we have all the equipment to complete our job as necessary. We have duck boats, patrol boats, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, as well as the county has. You guys have definitely some equipment too that helps out with watercraft and ATVs and rescue and everything. So we build that good relationship with one another, and whoever can help assist in either way, definitely share that connection.
Right, and that's one thing that we do work together with them, because he's got a big area to cover and he doesn't work 24/7, 365 days a year. So we have to work together and maybe take a trespassing call or a hunting complaint from time to time. But for instance, this morning Tyler was out there helping us. We had crashes and he was out there assisting us with that. So it's a give and take, and then, like with many of our public safety partners in the state patrol and other municipalities and fire departments, we have a great relationship and we have to work together, especially in outstate Minnesota where we have large areas to cover. So you have an ATV, you have a snowmobile, you have a duck boat, you've got a regular boat. Do you have a pro drive?
Yep.
Where do you keep all these things, and how do you tow them all to all these different situations?
You're just gonna have to work with and get good friends.
Yeah.
So, and that's one thing the county does really well. It provides a storage facility too that helps with responding faster for incidences. So.
Yeah. Before we know it, we're going to have ice on the lakes, and then they'll be transitioning over to ice fishing. And so let's do a really quick review for the people out there as far as what they have to put on their fish houses, and then the biggest thing it seems like we have sometimes is people not getting them off in time, and what consequences they could face for leaving their fish house on the lake.
Right, so we got to make sure you get the registration number identified right on the license. It's on your license, and then put it on the fish house. It's got to be clearly marked. People usually buy like mailbox stickers or whatnot. That way you can easily read it. And then also you're going to have to buy a shelter tag and get that placed right next to those registration numbers. And then as far as having the fish house off the lake, it's whatever posted for that time.
It changes from year to year depending on
the calendar year.
Yeah. So, well, Tyler, we appreciate you being here. We hope you stick around a long time and retire here, because it's nice to have somebody that we can count on and call. And if the audience needs to get a hold of a DNR officer, what's the best way to contact the DNR officer?
You can call me directly at 651-408-4327 or call the tip line.
Okay, and you can find that online at minnesota.gov and then /DNR, right?
Right, and as well as on the back year hunting licenses as well, there's a tip line.
Okay, and speaking of hunting again, they can register their deer in the field over the phone now. They don't necessarily have to take it to a game station. Yeah,
luckily we're still not in that CWD zone yet, so you can, to register your deer, you can do it right online. And you have to do that within 48 hours.
Awesome. Well, for those of you that are going out hunting, please be safe this weekend or for the next week, whatever it may be. And then, when we get that first ice, I tell people every year, please wait till we have, some good thick ice. We always have people wanting to get out there, be the first ones out and catch some of those fish. But if you're going to do that, please wear your personal flotation device, and have your ice picks and those kind of things. Let people know where you're going to be, so if we have to come and rescue you, we can get to you. So remember, a fish or a deer or anything is not worth your life. So be safe out there. Be safe crawling in and out of your deer stands. If you're hunting, make sure you know what's behind that deer so that you're not hitting another hunter or somebody's house or building or anything like that, and be safe. So, Tyler, anything else you want to share with them?
No, good luck this weekend, and like I said, just piggybacking off that, be safe and have fun.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for watching this month. If you have any questions, you can contact me at 507-334-4391, or you can email me at tdunn@co.rice.mn.us. Have a great fall, happy hunting everyone, and we'll see you next month.